Hi there, everyone. Hope you are feeling well. I just wanted to record another Aether Iron video after doing my best at the gym. So I had another nice session there, the last one of the week. So I thought, why not record another one of these for you all? So let's review our quests. So we need to do this, travel to Mars yacht, and go to Soap's mansion and so on. And what do we have here? Find the vault plans, organize the distraction, and secure the gateway. Yeah. Oh, what's this? Travel to Coney Island. Oh yeah, we need to do this for with Nelly, right? So why don't we do that? I'm because I am thinking of actually replacing Cress. I know heresy. Um, and the reason for that is that she got some skills that are overlapping uh, with Lucia here. And also, I noticed something that I whined about earlier. We are actually able to, at least on this screen, and the game hasn't explained this to us. So if you miss this, you are able to uh, set a crew order however you like. So this is why Gia always starts. So you can rearrange these uh, like this. Let's see here. So yeah, that would mean that Cress would go after Gia. But yeah, since Luca is heavy on Enforcer and Daredevil, the only thing we would be missing is the Grease Monkey. But I also feel like Cress isn't really involved in this district we are in. She doesn't, like, she commented on this in a previous episode that she didn't feel at home here, she didn't really know anyone, and so on. So I think Sophie and Lucia are more tied to this area than Cress. Cress is only really tied because of the heist we are planning to do. So yeah, I'm gonna swap out Cress. She has some useful things. I mean, we might keep the car she is using and swap in Sophie to drive around her lovely vehicle for a while because of the utilities. Because I really don't like Sophie's car too much. It doesn't have that much utilities, items swapped into it, and so on. It's kind of yeah, it's kind of small. So anyway, so we finished this wholesome moment with Luca. I'm just gonna see if there is something else now, if they added something to the interactions before we go.
Luca carefully stacks the stones, waiting on more. He talks
Yeah,
devotion,
I think we
fixate,
heard. Yeah, I think we heard
not
that.
just surviving,
Yeah,
living.
I remember that.
So many names.
I knew 'em all if you're curious.
Ah, here is something new. Ask about James King.
Who was James King?
Is this a nod to a Stephen King game? Although this genre isn't doesn't have anything to do, but it might be a nod. to the author. It's one of my favorite authors. Like, uh, especially the Dark Tower series is bloody amazing. And but my favorite book of all of his is It. Yeah, won't go into that, but yeah, a little bit of fun tidbits there.
James was a squirrely guy. Never got a good read on him, right up until the end. When the first mooring chain broke, everyone else ran in a panic down the gangway. James ran up. Janet. She was 6 foot steel. Towered over most of the boys, both in height and personality. I once saw her kick the door off the hinges. Terrified the hell out of some teenagers who thought they'd slack off first day on the docks.
That'd do it. How'd she end up on the list?
Janet had been vocal about the state of the moorings. Said they were ready to snap. So the bosses stuck her on edge side duty to give her a good look if something was about to snap. Bastards.
So she had a front row seat when it happened.
If it hadn't been her, it would have been someone else. Just like every name on that list, Janet went down because the people in charge cared more about money than Ledgman.
Ask about Marvin Dietz.
Looks like someone tried to
Dietz.
scratch this name out. Marvin?
Marvin Dietz. Can't say who tried to scratch him out, but it doesn't surprise me.
I take it Marvin had enemies.
Marvin never cared about whether he had enemies. He spent time with all sorts. Ledgemen, Aetheniers, gamblers, and, seamstresses. I always thought he had his hand in a few rackets.
Seamstresses. Right. That reminds me, sorry, but that just reminds me of nothing to do with this really, but it reminds me of Terry Pratchett's Discworld books, where he kind of makes fun of the whole thing of um, calling prostitutes seamstresses in the early days. There's an old man coming up to one of the night workers, and she has seamstress on the sign, and he asks her. He has a sack with him, and he asks, "Please, madam, my wife died a few years ago, and I'm not able to do it myself anymore." And she is like looking at him as if, "What are you on about, old man?" And so she finally finds out that. So she asks him what's in the sack, right? So he opens it, and there's a bunch of socks that needs fixing up. So, she just takes him by the hand, smiles, points down the road, like, "There is a seamstress, my good sir." I just think it's so wholesome. It's so Terry Pratchett. Yeah. If you haven't read the Discworld books, if you love like comedy, and even though you are not into fantasy much, I mean, Terry Pratchett, his Discworld books is like a mirror of our world. He makes fun of. It's kind of satire, but not in a harsh way. It's a bit like Monty Python, actually, in some sense, and it's really like it makes fun of everything from philosophy to religion. It's just that it sets the world is set in a medical world. So yeah, go ahead. I'm sure you have read his books, but if you have not, please give them a try. It will make your life a bit lighter. I always listen to, or I used to listen to some of his works when I'm down, if I need to. Sadly, he passed away a couple of years ago now. But yeah, he there's many books there. I can give a few. I can give a few recommendations if you want me to. So leave a comment about that. But one especially I would like to recommend is Reaper Man. And I won't go into detail because I have rambled on for way too long from just a little reminder here. But yeah, if you want less of like personal commentary and whatnot, please let me know because otherwise, how can I know? I usually tend to like when Let's Players go into a bit of personal tidbits here and there. But yeah, it's been going on for too long, so let's continue.
Lucas smiles, a rare sight. He isn't talking about dressmakers.
Uh-huh.
How'd he go?
Crushed by fallen crates. Damnedest thing. They found 3 men with him under the rubble that nobody recognized. The crates were filled with expensive booze. Might have been making a deal.
Sounds like he died like he lived.
You heard enough.
That's enough for now.
Any more interaction?
So many names.
I knew them all.
That's enough for now.
No. Okay. So I think we are
Luca
done.
carefully stacks the stone.
Yes.
Devotion, fix.
Yes. So are we able to talk some more to Lucia here? No. That means we are going. We remembered his brother, removed, fixed the memorial. What's this now? Abandoned dock safe house. Ah, another safe house. But I think this is also a safe house. But our heat ain't going up yet, so we don't need those. I'm actually I'm just gonna save because I want to see if both of these are what I think they are. Game, did you actually save there? I am, like I said in the last episode, I'm actually never sure if the game saves or not. Because sometimes it loads while it's saving, and sometimes it doesn't. Um, let's just go here and see if this is a safe house, as in you rest here to lower your heat. Because I'm not sure. Or if it's some other
The
interaction
old
with Lucia.
supervisor's shack at the abandoned dock is all but forgotten. Stuck like a carbuncle on the dock's rear, it's long fallen out of use.
Yeah, so lay low
Things
to
aren't
reduce
hot
heat.
enough for me to call this place home, even for one night. I'll be back, probably.
Yeah, we don't want to use them unnecessarily because they disappear. I'm just gonna see if this is a safe house as well.
A single bed with saggy springs, a battered set of shelves, and a wash basin make up the sum total of the labor hall bedroom's conveniences.
Yeah, okay.
It's tempting, but there are only so many beds at the hall to go around. I'll wait until I really need it.
Yep, our heat ain't high at all. So let's get back home. How did we go back home again? I just need to find it. Give me a second. I think it's over here, right? Yeah. So for Nelly's quest, can we actually do that? I can't check where we need to go for it. Let's get back home. So let's switch up the crew. Okay, so how do we manage this? You can only change your crew or vehicles while at the hall or at the garage. Yes, we are. So, uh, let's see here. Upgrade. Swap vehicles. Yeah, here. Okay, so let's swap hero for Sophie. And now Sophie has a level, does she? Okay. So what did we spend points on? We spent loads and loads of points on smarts. What did that give us exactly? That gave us... Yeah, so she is able to heal adjacent units. What else did we give you? Oh yeah, Phantom. That's right. Okay, so I'm just checking here. So yeah, I don't know why our smooth talker seems to be so low in the last episode. Like that toll we ran up to and used the skill. That smooth talking option used to be almost trivial. And now for some reason we sat at 58%. So I was thinking that maybe Sophie had some innate smooth talker bonuses, but as we can see here, she doesn't. So I have no idea what's going on there. But yeah, as I said, she seems more tied to the area. And so we will be missing out on some grease monkey options, but we can always try them anyway. So I will just figure out what I want to do with her remaining point here. Get back to you in a sec. Yeah, I am actually at a loss here. Um, we could grab a smooth talker in order to, as long as she is in the crew, she will add one bonus to smooth talker talent checks. Um, but yeah, here she will be able to dodge incoming attacks, and that will add to her this one light weapon, because I am not sure if I want to swap vehicles for her to use Cress's one because of all the utilities Cress's car got. But then we will lose out on some damage because of all the light weapons. We could always repair this one. But no, this one is actually worse than the car she's using. I'm just thinking, the only thing I really don't like about Sophie's car, let's see here. Please, game, stop. Why does it take so long for you to load in cars sometimes? I don't get it. Here. I don't like the lack of uh, item slots that her sorry, that her car is using. So if we switch out to Cress's car, we would be missing out on this weapon because it's a light weapon and Cress don't have any weapon slots in her car except for on the carriage one. And we would be missing out on this. Mm. So let's see here. How do we switch the cars around? Yeah, I think we need to do that on this screen over here, right? Switch vehicle. Oh, perhaps. Oh, she might only be able to drive. Let's see here. How do we inspect you? I want to inspect your character. Let's see, where is Sophie? And press here. So Sophie is, it doesn't say here because it, hmm. Okay, so I don't know. Give me a second. I'm going to figure this out. Well, that put the nail in the coffin of my idea. So the characters are only able to use specific cars. So we will lose out on the thing I'm kind of worried about is losing out on tune weapon to gain a bit more damage potential and weaken that uh, makes it so that enemies take 100% more damage from your attacks. And this is not an ability from a skill. That's actually coming from Cress's car here, Armor Buster. And I'm not too fond of Sophie's car. It has more weight potential and health than the Sapper. But yeah, so yeah, sorry about this, but let's start with, first of all, Sophie's tied to this area we are going in, so we will switch out and we will level you up and we will go into Phantom here. Keep to not overlap with GS Smooth Talker. We might start adding in points here later on in order to boost Smooth Talking up even more. So that's done. And now we want to let's see here. Sophie's car, yeah, because you only have an engine with an AT of 8. So we will switch that up for let's see. Let me see here. In Flathead's car. So that's a 9. This is an 8. no, so, Cress, what engine are you using? You have a 9. So that's a refurbished turbo engine. No, 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 wrong car. No, 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 no. So yeah, we will slot in this one because it got more. Please. Why can't? Oh my god, this is so not intuitive. Please, game, please. So then we will go in here and we will change this up. Sure, you can. You can use that one for now. And your. Let's switch out your ramming wheel. No. No, 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 no. We want a wheel with jump potential for your for Sophie's car. Damn it! There we go. So yeah, let's switch out this one. Where is it? Here. There we go. Thank you. Now, this one doesn't have jump, and I would like a wheel with jumping capabilities, please. So that's one ram as well. A quick idea, indeed. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I guess take this one then. We don't have anything with jump. Another one. Let's actually give you this one, so you take 50% less projectile damage. Let's see if this actually possible, or if we go over. Yeah. Oh yeah, we do. Wait, 14. And we only have 8. So yeah. So no armor for you. There we go. So she doesn't have any armor. She's fast, right? Please, game. So yeah, so she has 18 AP now. So she will be able to move up and down the map, going all over the place in order to use these weapons rather effectively. Yeah, this is fine for now. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. So let's give this. Please, game, load the cars. They need to optimize that. They need to fix that. That's just too annoying. So this would give a bit more health, actually. So the weight is 2 on this one. Let's see. So yeah, so we could afford a weight of 2 on your car there. No, not that slot. Here. Yeah. Let's give you some more health. There, Sophie. So you were sitting at 19 health now. I think that's rather healthy. Yeah. Okay. Now that that's done, let's have a talk with Chris because we found another record to give to her.
Gia,
Give Chris a record, yeah?
The kid gave this to me for fixing his record player.
usually I'd say cash is better, but this is a good one.
I don't know if we should have saved that if her morale went down
See
for
you
some
soon.
reason, because I think her morale might be at maximum level.
She works tirelessly on that arm of hers.
Oh yeah. So how much would it be to repair this poor car? Oh, that would take half hour scrap. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. The only reason I'm looking at this car is because of the placements of the weapons. And also it has an undercarriage weapon slot. So we would be able to utilize a bit more. It just has a bit more potential than Sophie's car, but then the weight is only 10. And health would be 1 less if, with an armor, if we slot in an armor there. Oh, this weight is, yeah, that's only 8. I really don't know what to decide here. Because this car gives less weight, doesn't have an undercarriage weapon. It has 1 more health, way more AP potential. Yeah, I would just not think about it anymore because this would be, I think it's too expensive to do anything with. There's the paint jobs. What do we have in stash? Yes, we have a bunch of light weapons that we could sell. Could sell the grappling hook and also these. So we have around $280 if we sold all of this. And then we would be up to, yeah, around $800. Okay. I'm so irritated that we can't check the individual inventories. I'm just gonna see what Precious has in her inventory before we continue. Oh yeah. I'm going all over the place. Sorry. There we go. So, Cross, what do you have in your inventory, girl? Oh yeah. So that's an 8. We might sell this one. Let's see here. The weight is 3. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's worse than this one. So mm, mm, we could also sell this, but I don't think it's necessary right now. I will just take the. Yeah, we had the use for a nitro last time, so I will take that one. And I will also be taking the champagne bottle there. And the repair kit. Yeah, I think that's fine. This is so I've why are we not able to access every party member's inventory instead of going back and forth like this? It's really annoying. Yeah, there we go. So what do we have in inventory now? Okay, you have nothing. I will give you a repair kit, at least to carry around with you. Let's actually put this into the stash. Yeah. I'm sorry about the upkeep, everyone, but it's necessary. And there we go. So, just one more time here. Yeah, let's sell this one instead, shall we? So you can equip. Yeah, that one. And we will sell the 7 AP one. Uh, Sophie. Oh yeah, okay. Fine, 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 fine. Everything is wonderful. Let's get bloody away from here now because we spent way too much time there. Let's have a chat with Chiana.
There you are.
Okay, so we have nothing. We could sell some mission items, but I don't know if we need them still, so I will not be doing that yet. Let's check your store and see what you have to offer. Mm, yes, we might get one of these and swap that into Lucas' car at some point. Yeah, I will need to have a thinking about that. So, what steering wheels do you have? Oh, yeah, a jumping one, but I will not be spending all that money on just another wheel. Okay, so EP8 and EP7. So we will sell this one. Yeah, that leaves us some space. We might sell this one, I'm not too sure yet. Uh, yeah, this is
Have a
looking
look.
fine.
See you soon.
Fine, 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 fine. Let's actually add this to staff as well, so we don't take up too much space. I'm gonna keep the pistols if we need money in a hurry or something. There. Sorry, but like in every game, you need to utilize your characters and your equipment and so on. So, yeah, I will leave that in. So, let's have a chat with everyone in here now and see if they have anything to add.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Nope.
Both hands on the wheel. Yeah?
Hello, darling.
Diamond?
Arrivederci, darling.
Nope. Sam?
Hello, Gia.
Nope.
All right, bye.
Sophie?
Giovanna?
Nope.
Ah.
Okay. And Luca?
Need something?
Yeah, you have a bunch of stuff. So we unlocked this for some reason. Ask about working with Marm. Yeah, how's that working out for you?
Explain something to me. Marm's sending does to undercut your standing with the Union, but she's also paying you to move her loot. Why?
I run the best moving company in the barony. Doesn't matter if she'd rather someone knock me off my perch. She needs her goods handled properly. She has to go through me.
Yeah. This is a useful person to have in our crew.
And you just go along with it, despite her handing out knives behind your back.
Do you think he is in a position to do anything about that right now?
Luca grimaces, weariness creaking into his wrinkles like worn seams on an overused engine.
There's rules. I keep the Union in line, Mom keeps her claws off. I take a contract, she keeps my people fed. And if I help the neighborhood in my own time, she can't complain.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything that's in essence differently from Sam, the Aether leader.
It's how Dreamland works. And Mom knows I'm honest enough to follow through on my end, no matter what rules she bends on hers.
Ask about Luca rumors.
Heard a number of rumors about you a couple of years back.
Yeah?
It true you used to do everything left side at the start of a season? Left shoe tied first, left hand to open doors. Whatever gossip the boxer was expecting, it wasn't that. He looks at me like I came to a fight with a feather duster instead of a pair of gloves, and then lets out.
Never thought much of it. Sometimes I have a bad day, sometimes I don't. If the bookies wanted to read into it, that's on them.
So you aren't the suspicious type then?
I used to let Diane wrap my hands before a big match. Can't say it won me every one of them, but it kept my nerves calm.
Yeah, a bit of a love ritual. At least it gave you some courage and confidence, I'm sure, feeling the love of your partner taking care of you before a match. Ask about the firebrand. Haven't we done this already?
That firebrand from the Union. How'd things go with him?
Harder than I'd like to admit. Ever since I stepped back, he's been giving more speeches. Starting to get noticed. More people are coming to hear him speak.
Thought that'd be a good thing.
Yeah, until the strike breakers show up. Or they've been sniffing around just like they did when Marco started making a name for himself. Even if we take Marm out, the kid's gonna have enemies.
Yeah, but that's the name of the game, isn't it? And this time you know a bit more about what to expect, so you can try and counter that from bad things happening that happened to your brother.
You know where to find me.
Yeah. Okay. Anything new here?
Radio consoles sporting complex.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
In the comics, the cops always have photos of the dastardly perps they're.
Nope. We heard all of that before.
Ah, you're back.
Till
Okay.
next time.
I just wanted to see if they
Hello,
had
Gia.
anything
See you.
to say about Lucia, our new member. Okay. So let's visit the bar because it's been a while. Hi Nelly, what are you up to?
Yes?
Okay,
Bye for now.
nothing I guess. Fine.
Back so soon. So long.
Nope. We will be going through here rather
Press sits
quickly.
near the radio, staring dead-eyed off into some corner of the bar, listening intently to the voice desperately escaping its wicker cage.
We have reports from Miller's Grove in New Jersey. At approximately 6 a.m. this morning, local time, an object that astronomers have been tracking from Mars has landed in Mr. Orson's cow field.
Ah, this is new. So, are they making a nod to that? Oh, what was it called? There was a radio show in the, I can't remember if it was the 60s, 60s or 70s, a sci-fi show about about Martians landing on Earth, and they made it actually sound believable, but it was basically a radio drama, and people went crazy over it. So yeah, real life stuff that. So this is a nod toward that.
Just in time, Gia. The world's ending. Just serve yourself. It's all on the house. I'm just gonna go lie down.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, stop that. It most certainly is not. You would have known from proper sources, not this. It's some big juvenile prank, that's all.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Shh. Thomas, Alistair, all of you.
We can see it now. A shape coming out of the crater. What's that? It's carrying a small mirror. A jet of fire just sprung from the mirror. Dear God! It struck the approaching men, turning them into flame!
Yeah, there's definitely a nod towards that radio show, and I think actually it's didn't they base it on War of the Worlds or something like that? I can't remember. I remember reading about it and hearing about it.
The wave of static amplifies the last words from the voice on the radio. Even Alistair starts to look concerned while hiding behind one of his books.
So I ain't that old. I didn't experience it myself, but yeah, I know about it.
I assure you there are no such things as Martians. If there were, I know a handful of organizations that would have found proof.
Come on, Professor. There could be life. Schiaparelli's canals on Mars may have been disproven, but there's water in the polar caps and an atmosphere.
Yeah, let's ask what's going on. We came into the middle of that radio thing, and Gia doesn't have any context.
What's going on, Cress?
The broadcast started a little while ago. An astronomer named Dr. Verne had been observing strange things coming from Mars.
And this guy is a legitimate astronomer?
He most certainly is not.
I haven't heard of him or read any of his work, but free home archives aren't always the most up-to-date.
Let's listen.
I see Thomas's feet sticking out from behind the bar. He believes it. Or he could just be going along with the joke. Mars can't really be attacking.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just received word from General Hammond. He is pulling back his forces. Wires from San Francisco, London, Cairo, and Jakarta. The Martians have begun a planet-wide...
Yeah, I love this. This is fun. Good on you developers. This is a nice touch.
I have to make a few calls. Thomas, do you have a phone? No, don't get up. I'll find it.
Quiet, all of you. I need to listen.
For those of you at home, please, we are receiving word that we may soon have to go off the air. It's New York. New York is under attack in what survivors say is a fireball that fills the sky.
Yeah, sure.
Ah, see? Just one of those radio stories. They play all the time down on the docks to pass the time.
Good. I'm glad that's settled. There are no such things as Martians. You can come out, Thomas. If New York was under attack, we'd know about it.
Okay, so that's that's your cue to realize it isn't real, because of course aliens couldn't attack New York. They couldn't possibly have the power to attack New York, right?
Thomas begins to rise from behind the bar when a small island tremor, something felt at least a dozen times a day, sends him back down.
Lie down like Thomas. Dismiss the broadcast as a prank. Yeah, let's play along a bit. Ask Cress about Mars.
You really think there could be life on Mars, Cress?
Millions of stars. And we're the only planet with something. I don't buy it. We got 2 planets in our solar system alone that could support life. Also, it can't just be us.
Yeah, most probably there is, of course, life somewhere in outer space, although in what form and so on, we might never know. But yeah, the first part of this I completely agree with. The universe is vast, more vast than we can wrap our brains around, and I won't go into that, but yeah, of course there's life out there, but are they even living remotely like us? Or their psychology even resemble ours? Or yeah, there are many types of intelligences, and one thing is for sure, or I'm 99% sure, that we will not encounter something that resembles us, at least.
And where are these others? These aliens flying around in their saucers and ships?
We have with us a Dr. Carter who has investigated the wreck. Doctor, please tell us what you have concluded about the smooth surface of the object. Are you sure it traveled from Mars?
Cress stays silent, listening to the broadcast and tuning Gardner out entirely. I find a seat and lean in, throwing Gardner a slight grin and an eye roll. Come off it, Professor. How long did it take for us to fly this high? How long before we're flying around the galaxy in our own ships?
All right, you have me there. Who knows? Perhaps we will all be living on Mars with some strange alien neighbor before too long.
That doesn't seem too far-fetched. We're neighbors already, and I don't find you too strange.
And that caught me off guard. That's really funny, yeah. Yeah.
Even Gardner gives a faint smile as snorts and chortles pop up around the root cellar, like spring flowers in a thawing soil.
Yeah, we are growing on each other. This is nice. The group is coming together.
It was not by man's power that those great Martian machines fell, but by the work of humble and invisible attackers that God in his wisdom placed upon this green earth.
Aha, yeah. So Cress morale has increased even more. I don't think it can get any higher. And Sophie also increased. And Lucas. Nice.
Zdravo.
You have anything
Do widzenia.
to... I'm surprised Nelly didn't
How can I help?
chime in
Bye for
on
now.
the radio broadcast
Gia.
there.
See you.
I'm just checking who has anything to say, really.
Giovanna?
No.
Ta.
Hello.
Old
Take care
sailor?
now.
Nope. Sorry, old captain, although you don't want to be called that. But yeah, that's what you are. Yeah.
Luca and Sophie lean over a table on its last legs. It's clean enough not to stain the faces of their cards, but only just. Sophie sighs dramatically, leaning back in her chair. She makes what, to the casual observer, might look like a sneaky gesture. To me, it looks like she's trying to get Luca to notice the ace she drops in her lap.
Hey, what the hell is that? You trying to pull a fast one?
Oh, come on, darling. Who needs to pull a fast one when you're so slow?
I've had enough of this. If you can't win without cheating, why even play?
Because it's a skill, my man. She's basically showing off. Perhaps you could learn something.
The tone in Luca's voice raises my hackles. I've seen his anger before, and I'd rather he not try to punch Sophie in the gut.
Yeah, let's step intermediate.
Stop. The two of you stop right now.
Hey, this isn't my fault. I'm just playing an honest game of cards, and this woman would steal from her own mother.
Correction, Luca. I do steal from my mother.
Yeah.
Sophie's toying with him. She clearly isn't playing cards to win, but to get under Luca's skin.
Yep.
Fine. You want a fair game? Slide me the cards. I'll deal.
Fine.
Splendid, Giovanna.
Deal a hand of wholesome. Deal a hand of stud. What? Learn more in all of these. Deal a hand of draw. Okay. It doesn't say that it continues the conversation, so let's go through these then. Learn a bit about different card games in this game, in this world, I guess. Deal a hand of yeah, Texas.
I shuffle the deck, watching Luca and Sophie. If I couldn't see their hands, I'd assume they both had pistols leveled at each other below the table. Games Hold'em. I deal them both 2 cards and turn over 3 for the flop. Sophie smiles and pushes a small stack of coins into the center of the table.
I haven't seen a flop so pretty since I saw Metropolis in the theater.
You've got nothing. I raised by 5.
Oh? And what makes you think that?
I grew up in Dreamland, and I know those. You're always talking a big game for show. The only time I need to be worried is when you shut up about it.
Sophie smiles sweetly, pushing her cards face down into the center.
What? Come on, I had 2 pair.
Yeah, you have no chance, dude. If he might be playing the long game here, like misdirecting her reads, her tells on him.
What do you call it when someone is too honest to even have a tell?
But I
can
doubt
see the cards written on your face.
I doubt that's the case, though. But let's see. Let's go through this. I know it's kind of long, but I like doing everything in these games, in these types of games, all the interactions and all the... yeah, so you will just have to put up with that. I mean, if you want a playthrough that skips over stuff, you might not want to watch this Let's Play if you haven't found this out already. Deal a hand of stud.
Gathering the cards from the previous hand, I watch Sophie out of my peripheral vision. But all the aces find their way back to the deck. Maybe this is doing some good. 7-card stud. I deal out 3 cards each to Luca and Sophie. Sophie's 3rd card shows the Queen of Spades, while Luca's shows the 6 of Hearts. Sophie glances at her cards and sighs.
My hand's awful. Giovanna, are you doing this on purpose?
No.
Mine are worse. Those could rob a full house at gunpoint and still complain about being dealt a bad hand.
Oh, of course. How many times have you had to deal with a car bomb in the last week? Giovanna can attest that my count is higher. How often did you and your brother try to kill each other, Luca? Did you ever try it in front of a roaring crowd who would applaud your death?
The two of them pass the first round of betting, and Luca folds after seeing Sophie's second upturned queen.
Yeah, this is good. They are bonding. I think this was the right move, letting them get to know each other and fight out their misconceptions towards each other in this setting is, yeah, it's healthy. I think it's
Sounds
good.
like you ought to pick your family better. Show your cards.
4 queens.
What? Gee, I thought you were gonna watch her.
I didn't see anything.
Sophie's morale has increased. Did the hand of draw.
I riffle the cards, noting that Luca has relaxed his jaw, and Sophie has stopped staring at him like she expects him to upend the table at any moment. Hardly a blossoming friendship, but at least it's something.
Yeah.
5-card draw. I deal out 5 cards to each of them. Sophie asks for 3 new cards, but Luca merely shakes his head. Sophie scoffs and stares.
Holding your first hand? Really? You can't expect me to believe that obvious lie.
Sometimes you draw well, sometimes you don't.
What would you know about it?
My brother died trying to change a world that had it out for the working man. I almost ended up with him at the bottom of some lake. Now there are kids out there taking up the same fight. Guess we're gonna see what happens when the cards are down. For me, I drew a good enough hand.
Luca pulls up the edge of his cards, his face betraying wounds that haven't healed. Or maybe that he was bluffing about his cards.
Show me this good hand.
Jack high straight.
Fine. Maybe you'll know what a good hand looks like after all.
So Luca's morale has increased now. Deal a hand of high low.
1 more hand ought to do it. Sophie seems to almost be enjoying herself, and Luca has relaxed into his creaky chair. We're playing high-low. I deal them both 4 cards. The community cards come out as 2 aces and a 5. Betting is fierce. By the river, both of them have pushed everything they have into the pile.
This reminds me of the of the poker scenes from Star Trek Enterprise. Makes me happy.
You're bluffing.
I'm always bluffing. It's the best way to win.
You ever think about just playing a fair game?
Players who play fair lose.
Players who play fair are more likely to get invited back to the next game.
Sophie shows a pair of 5s and takes the high pot. Luca shows 2 to 3, taking the other half. Evident from the grumbling, each had expected to win it all. Guess it's possible to have more than one winner here.
Wrap it up.
Gathering up the cards, I set the deck on the side of the table. The 2 of them are still glaring at each other, but the stormy anger seems to have calmed to a squall. 4 hands, and I never saw Sophie attempt another sleight of hand. I don't know if that was out of respect for me, or out of some newfound respect between the 2 of them. I hope you 2 aren't going to murder each other when I'm not looking.
I don't think Luca is the type.
And I don't think Sophie wants to take more risks than she has to.
Luca sighs, leaning back in his chair. It offers a menacing creak, but manages to avoid collapse.
I'll say this, Sophie. You can play a hand of cards.
I guess you can too.
Nice. Anything else?
Whatever Luca and Cress are drinking, it smells like burnt carpet mixed with bleach. The side of the label says it's from Chicago.
Gia, join us. It's the anniversary of the Fahrenheit strikes.
Sit.
And what's the Fahrenheit strikes?
Luca's cheeks have gained some color, and Cress is swaying in her seat. I can't tell if they're drunk or merely poisoned by the concoction in the bottle on the table. Did I miss something, Cress? You two have some secret history?
Nah, I never met the little lady. But we both pay respects to the holiday.
The day when the rats and the legimen fought side by side and won.
I hardly think that either side won.
Gardner's comment is scarcely more than a mumble from the corner. Neither of my companions seem to notice.
Ah, so the Aether and the Lechmen joined forces at some point. Interesting.
Come on, Gia. Drink.
Why does it smell? What were the Fahrenheit strikes? Ask what Gardner means. Yeah. So drinking will continue the conversation, so why does it smell?
Ugh, why does it smell so bad?
During the strikes, when everything was shut down, food was going bad. The Ledgemen and Aether had to pool resources. Came up with this drink. It was damn near industrial.
We called it hot lemonade. We had lemons. They had milk.
Oh, God, no. I love experimenting and trying different taste combinations and so on, but no, not sour and you guys are sick.
And we managed to scare up some, homemade hooch.
Solvent.
Lemon would have sufficed. Why add the milk?
Heated it all up. Somehow that kept the lemons from curdling the milk.
I don't know about that.
It doesn't look like you're drinking that now.
Thomas didn't have any milk, so I asked him for something strong and disgusting.
Yeah. What were the Fahrenheit strikes?
I haven't heard of the Fahrenheit strikes.
There was this island where the Aetherians and Ledgemen went on strike together over working hours mandated at 14 a day.
Oh, that's rough. Can understand why you went on strike over that.
It was really something. Went on for months. The Baron cut food coming in.
Because with the workers in revolt, the local economy was destroyed.
Yeah? What do you expect?
Neither of them look at Gardner, who appears to be nursing his own much more palatable drink in between turning pages of a book.
Eventually, the strike succeeded and the workday was cut to 10 hours. And no pay cut. Everyone won.
Except the Baron. I heard he fell off a ledge, or maybe got lost in a tunnel.
Yeah, so I guess we could go on missions and you go back to the island and use this as a bit of a... Sorry, I tried to pause the recording there, and it ended up choosing a dialogue options, asking Garner about what he meant when he commented about the Fahrenheit strikes. Yeah, what I was saying is that we could use we could go to the island in between missions in episodes in order to pace things a bit with the combat and missions going on and then coming back here and talking. But the thing is, I don't want to miss out on any interactions, and I'm afraid that progressing the story might end up in us missing out on this stuff here. So that's why I am dragging this out so long. So yeah, hey Professor, what do you mean that neither side won in the Fahrenheit uh, revolt?
The man looks up from his book.
Months of starvation, thousands dead. Baron Hofstadter declared bankruptcy within a month of signing concessions. The barony fell apart within the year.
Bankruptcy was a ploy.
Perhaps. You'll never know.
Yeah, let's have a drink.
I pick up the glass, watching the expressions on my compatriots' faces. Cress nods enthusiastically, while Luca appears concerned. As the liquid hits my tongue, I'm hit with a wave of nausea. I can only describe the taste as a cremation.
Salute!
Salute.
Salute.
Is this supposed to be a practical joke?
I'm afraid they seem quite sincere.
Those morale increases.
Hey, you, Professor, come here. Take a drink. Today is for everyone in this city, and everyone should remember.
Cress is starting to feel to sound a bit tipsy already. Are you alright?
No, thank you. It's not my type of drink, I'm afraid.
Cress gets up and shuffles over to Gardner, holding a freshly poured glass of the foul liquor.
Cress, he's not gonna drink. Let it be.
He's going to. He's one of us now. Better start acting like it. Now drink.
Cress?
Gardner's face wrinkles at the smell, or perhaps the implication of being part of the underground. He leans back almost comically, as though he could dodge the glass itself.
I don't want to pressure Alistair. Intervene and stop Cress. I don't like this wording here, pressuring. I would have liked to try and convince him. I don't know. What would Gia do in this situation? I think she would go with Cress, right? So, yes.
Come on, Alistair. I'm sure Nellie would do it.
Nellie doesn't drink. I think she'd understand.
Maybe we should go get her and ask.
I assure you she'd have no interest.
Cress, Gia, come sit down.
You're gonna drink, old man. To all those dead rats.
No, thank you.
Could we just enjoy the evening? Why do you have to pull him into it?
Yeah, I'm with. I didn't think it would escalate like this. I actually agree with Luca here.
Gardner remains steadfast. Cress and I return to where Luca has gone quiet, staring at the table. Cress shocks me with a giggle when I pour myself another glass of the foul tonic.
Yeah, so Luca lost. Yeah, so whatever we would have done here, we would have lost morale with one of these, I guess. Anything else with
Giovanna?
Sophie?
Take
No.
care.
Okay. Anything else with Luca?
You know where to
Nope.
find me.
I just want to see Luca's morale here. Could we get the crew level off the screen now? Yeah, there we go. So Lucas morale is confident, and Sophie's is also confident, and I don't think it can reach overconfident. Let's have a talk with
How
Garner.
can I help?
No, okay.
Take
nothing.
care out there.
Bye bye. Okay, so I'm just wondering how we will get to that island to do the quest for Nelly. I would really like to do that one. Let's see if she has invented anything new. Yes, she has. No, I don't care about a boost. You can keep that one.
Hi, Gia. Let me know if there's
Okay.
anything I can.
Okay, nothing there. Let me see here. So go into. There are the missions. So we need to travel to Coney Island. So let's have a save. So how do we get to Coney Island? What is Coney Island? Can't we do that now? Where? Give me a second. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't find Coney Island anywhere. There is Astoria Bay. Now first, we can't go there. This is the only spot we have available. So we might not be able to do the carnival quest right now. I'm just gonna see if we can
Hi,
bring it
Gia.
up. Ask about her relation, ask about Garner, ask how...
Come
No,
back soon.
I am not sure how we are able to do that quest.
Yes?
Did we miss our chance to do it? No?
Come back soon.
Yeah, game? Care to explain, please? I'm just gonna have one more look. Let's see. So, side missions. Coney Island. It might be... Yeah, let's track mission. And let's see now. So, no. I am very, very confused by this. I'm tracking the quest right now and I can't see Coney Island anywhere here. Let's go up here and see if it's actually in this area. I'm so sorry about wasting your time, everyone. Take a trip with Nelly. Travel to Coney Island. That's Ellie Island. There's the German bar. There's the shop. Abandoned shipyard. Why are we able to go there again, I wonder? There's Soap's mansion. There's the safe house. There's Congress Hall. Ah, here's Coney Island. Okay, now I understand. I didn't think it would be in this map. So, yeah, let's get this started. Let's just make a save, because if we get into a long session, we don't really have time for that in this episode. We have been running on for quite some time.
I'm passing through an intersection when a courier van speeds into my periphery. I turn hard, whipping the front end around to avoid a collision.
What does he want?
Okay.
The driver flags us off the road into an alcove before jumping out, gingerly setting a large crate on the sidewalk and fleeing the scene before any questions can be asked.
Curious.
Sophie pulls a concealed knife from around her hip and pries open the crate. Inside, frozen into a sneer of bestial rage, is the head of a lion.
Okay.
Oh, that time of year again already?
What?
Time to send you a lion's head?
Yeah, what?
Pearl's idea of a threat. Which is ironic, since she's the one enamored of cats.
That's rather expensive, isn't it? Wouldn't it be simpler to send a cow's head, or yeah, why a lion?
Gia, I've seen you in action. I need your help.
We don't have time to get into a combat encounter now. This episode has gone on long enough. Ask for clarification.
I'm going to need the details of this sudden and mysterious task.
I'll explain if you're willing to help me. I have to know that we trust each other for this to work.
Ask about lion's head.
Why would Pearl send you a lion's head if she likes lions?
Pearl clawed her way almost to the top. She never earned the thing, only took it. When cruelty is all you know, you'll sacrifice anything to make a point.
Even something she cares about?
The circus probably had a sick lion. I doubt she'd kill one just for sport.
No. We are going to help you. I just don't want to get into a combat encounter right now. Agree to help Sophie, of course.
Sure. What do you need? The side of Sophie's mouth curls appreciatively at my expression of trust.
Every year for her birthday, Mom holds a race for everyone in Dreamland. Everyone gets a free meal out of it, and everyone's distracted for a day. My sisters and I are the opening act. We make an appearance to get the crowd excited, and we sponsor a poor sucker an honored entrant to the race.
Aha.
So I'm your sucker?
I'd hardly call you that, Giovanna. You're a competent driver, and you can hold your own in a fight. I can't lose twice in a row.
True, I can outrun most.
Think of this more like a chariot race than a stock car race.
Okay.
So, do we need to find horses on short notice?
Very short notice. I've been so busy with everything else that I almost forgot. I like to go look around first. Just take a look at the track, you know? I'm sure you know where the Dreamland Hippodrome is.
So, a character request here then. Mission started, breed and circuses. Okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I want to start the Nelly quest here, so we will deal with this at a later date. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this has been going on for way too long. Um, Thank you everyone so much for watching, your likes and your comments and your engagement. It really means a lot to me. And thanks for putting up with my rambling and my, yeah, whatever. See you all in the next one. Have fun.